See what that sign says? Bluegrass Airport. That's where we're headed. So where do you think Kevin and I are going on vacation?
It's not shocking.
So we are headed away for vacation. We are going to London. Big shocker. Next time we go on vacation, we'll probably go to Walt Disney World or someplace like that. But we didn't go on vacation at all last year, so we skipped a year. We went, the last few times we've been on vacation, we went to London in 2016 and then in 2017. Didn't go anywhere in 2018, so we wanted to go back this year. And so we're gonna be gone for 9 nights, Kevin?
Yeah.
9 nights. And today is the 4th, June 4th. And so normally we only take one plane before we get on the plane to go to England. So we'll take one like to Georgia, and then from Georgia we'll head to the United Kingdom. This time it's different. This time we have to take 2 planes until we get to the big plane, and there and back. So we're gonna be heading to Detroit first. And we were in Detroit back in, I think, February, because we visited Screaming Cecilia, and a lot of you all will remember that. And so we had spent a lot of time in the Detroit airport walking around. But we go to Detroit first, and then we're going to New York. So we've never been to New York before, and I know it's just the airport. It doesn't technically count if you don't leave the airport. I don't think it does. And you can't say you visited New York. We won't have any time to spend in the airport on the way there. I'll have to look around the airport on the way back. On the way back, we have like a 3-hour layover. So I'll get more time to look at JFK Airport then. So we're actually gonna be in a little bit of a hurry when we get off the plane from Detroit, because from Detroit to the plane on it. Yeah, we're gonna have to move quickly. So anyway, from JFK to London, yes, it's gonna be a quick turnover getting from one plane to the next. So, but right now we are pulling into Bluegrass Airport. Our luggage is there in the back. Ashley is driving us. She was kind enough to bring us today, and I'm assuming she'll be there to pick us up too when we come home.
Yeah, you'll just have to remind me
And so there's the sign for Bluegrass Airport. We haven't been out here since, I'm pretty sure it was February we were out here. We got through security with no problems at all. And so this is, we are in Bluegrass Airport, and it's small. I've shown you all this airport before. It's just a really small airport. And we're going this way. Link Belt, they've put a new display up here. Is that Legos? Oh my goodness.
That's cool.
That's very neat. Yeah, that's awesome. Somebody worked really hard on that.
I think they got a company. It looks like they got a company.
So we actually ate at this restaurant one time, the Kentucky Tap Room, and yes, it was delicious. We had a burger. Yeah, it was great.
Might get a drink.
And then here's the store, which I don't even think I've ever been in there, because it's Lexington stuff and we live here, so. So this is the plane we're going to be getting on in just a few minutes to go to Detroit. It just landed and they pulled it up to the gate, so people are starting to get off, and then we'll be able to get on. Okay, so we're getting on the plane. We paid for Comfort Plus this time. We paid a little extra for Comfort Plus. So our seats, we should have more leg room this time than we ever have before. So when we sit down in our seat, I'll show you what kind of... Huh?
This is what we had last time. Comfort Plus.
We didn't have
always
Comfort?
did.
Well then, why did we pay more?
They've changed it on the Virgin Atlantic.
So it'll be different on the...
No, they just charge money.
Wait for the next trip to it.
So this is how much room we have. You can see I have plenty of room. And Kevin has a lot of room too. We have our phones plugged in right now. We don't have that great of a view.
It's better out here.
Yeah, but it's okay. But we do have a lot of space, which I like. We are in Detroit now, just getting off the plane. I'll have a story to tell you all, just a little short story. When we get something to eat, we're gonna go find something to eat first, get something little. It wasn't a bad flight though. Those seats are neat. Those red seats over there, those are really cool. So we were just here, like I said, in February, but I don't know what end we were at. Were we down here at all? We were at the same end. So we're going to 30 something. So we're at A11 now, and Kevin said we're going to 35. So we're going all the way to the other side. Are you hoping to see something to eat on the way?
Wherever you see something.
How?
We see a menu on the map board to go up there.
Yeah. I was watching a show on airports, but it was talking about, I don't know what airport it was, but it was saying that they intentionally put few boards at this airport so that you wouldn't stop and look at them. Because if there's no boards to read, what do you keep doing? You keep walking. Yeah.
For your reservation is subject to cancellation.
Yeah, and they talked about, the flow of traffic and how they put carpeted areas where you need to. They have a Max and Irma's where they want you to sit. The first place we're going to eat is this Grobel's Gourmet Deli. We've never heard of it before, but they have all kinds of sandwiches you can get. They have pizzas that you can order. Kevin's getting us a Coke, my first Coke Zero of the trip. These are the sandwiches that they have to choose from, and we're gonna get one of these. It wasn't labeled, but it's an Italian sandwich, and she's gonna cut it in half. We just want something small because we're gonna have dinner on the plane, so we figured we would split this, and then we're gonna get a bag of chips too. Kevin picked us out the barbecue, so when we get it to the table, I'll show it to you. Okay, so you all are gonna die when you hear what the total of this was. Our total was $18.02. And for $18.02, you get the sandwich. The sandwich was $11.
Got a Coke.
The Coke was $3, and these chips were $3. So I'm sure that you can get these chips for $1.50 or something, and we paid $3. She also gave us some, excuse me, dressing. But this is what the sandwich looks like. It's an Italian. It looks like it has banana peppers. It looks really, really good.
Yeah, oh, yeah, this bag.
So we'll have to let you know what we think when we're finished with it. Okay, that food was delicious. It hit the spot.
Way too much money for what it gets.
Yeah, I told Kevin, I said, imagine, I said that was just one meal and we split it. You know, if you had each of us getting a sandwich a piece, $18 a piece, it would have been ridiculous. I haven't had Coke Zero in a while. It was really, really good. But I wanted to tell you about the flight. It wasn't bad or anything. It was fine. So we were coming in for the landing. They had actually put the landing gear down. And all of a sudden, he starts speeding up and pulling up. And I just like,
Death grip on the chair.
gripped I did so well. I didn't touch anything on the plane the whole time, and all of a sudden I grabbed the handrail, because, or what do you call it? Is that what you call it? The armrest. Anyway, what he didn't say anything for a while, and he went back up into the air and turned and everything, and I thought if he would just get on there and just tell us what's going on.
He was probably straightening out then.
Yeah, I'm sure he was trying to do what he needed to do and then tell us. So what the deal was is the plane in front of us was coming in for a landing, and they hit a bird, and they were okay, but because they hit a bird, they wanted to let them land, and they wanted to check everything out and make sure everything was okay before we landed right behind them. They didn't like want something to be wrong and then us try to land behind them and, you know, not be able to take care of us. So that's what the deal was, is they had hit a bird. He said, and I want to make it clear, they hit the bird, we didn't hit the bird, but that we had to basically go up and fly, circle around and then come back. It was enough to freak me out a little bit though. So anyway, we're here and we have what, like an hour?
Half an hour, 45 minutes.
Until we get on our plane to New York. And then I was trying to tell you all earlier, I don't know if I did, it's gonna be tight because we like land at 8 and we're supposed to start boarding at 8. So it'll be interesting to see where the plane's going to take off from where we land. We don't know yet because it's not on the app.
Yeah.
So we don't know. But that food, it was really good.
It was good. It's expensive.
I asked her if it was known around Detroit or if it was mainly in airports, and she said they're mainly in airports.
All major airports.
But it was good. They heated it up, which I didn't expect, but I'm so glad she did. They take it out of the cold storage. I showed you the refrigerated section, and they heat it up. So it was a really tasty sandwich. And of course we're hungry, so just about anything will be good. So anyway, we're gonna walk down to our gate now, and I'll catch up with you next time I can. So right now we're walking back to our gate. We still have like what, half an hour? Yeah, we still have a half an hour. There's the tram. So now we're getting on the plane to go to New York. What? Oh, Kevin's keeping my papers for me from the airplane. Well, usually they get mixed up with the ones I do need, and then it's like, okay, what do I need, what don't I need? And she said this was a smaller plane, so they're not able to keep their luggage. I'm glad Kevin and I checked all of our luggage, so we don't have to worry about doing this, because we've been on 2 planes now where they've had to do this. So I think the legroom is the same, exactly the same on this one as the last one, isn't it? Huh? But the legroom is exactly the same, isn't it? I bought a magazine in the airport, and guess how much it was? It was $6. $6.
How much they cost them?
I haven't bought a magazine in years. $6. I think that was expensive. You all can tell me how much you pay for them in like Walmart or someplace.
You're paying the price on that magazine.
Right. Yeah, I think if you buy it at Walmart, I think you get some kind of a discount.
Yeah, sure.
We have landed in New York. We're getting out now, so this will be our first look at the airport in New York. So now we get on a shuttle bus to go from one end to the other of the terminal. You want to sit up here or back up here? Where do you want to go? So this is like being on a Disney bus. Yeah, this is a great big bus that'll take us, because we had, instead of having to walk for a long time, this just will take us straight to where we need to go. So we got off the bus and it took us to this area where we're going.
That big terminal building, basically.
Yeah, we got to see a lot of big planes on the way. That was fun. So we're walking to our gate and they have these pretty like decorative lanterns up here. They're really cool looking. And they have all kinds of stores. This is like being in a shopping mall. Literally, there are stores everywhere. But Kevin and I, on our way home, we get to spend like 3 hours here. So now we know where to come. We need to come through here and go grocery shopping. Oh yeah, that's cool. Did you hear what I said? Yeah. We'll come through here and go grocery shopping? Yeah. So you have to show your passport with your ticket to get on the flight to Heathrow. So we haven't had to show our passport since we left Lexington, but we just had to show it here. So now we're walking to there's the Virgin plane. I'm assuming that's going to be the plane right out here. So this plane is much different than what we've been on so far because it's huge. There's most planes we've been on have had a set of seats here and a set of seats here. These have the seats in the middle as well. This whole middle section is extra. I think Kevin and I are sitting on an edge, two together, I think. Oh, right here. Yes. So these seats, you see how much room we have, that we have a TV screen, thank goodness. Yeah, it's well, mine's on. We have a TV screen where I'm going to pick out a movie. We can watch like...
It's dark because I'm at an angle.
Yeah, because yours looks dark to me, so I can't see what you're watching. I guess you can't see what I'm watching.
Well, I can see it, but it's very dark.
So like in other people's, you can't really see their screens very well. Yeah, that's a good thing. So this is what they give you in your seat. You get a blanket, and you get a set of headphones. There's the headphones. And what is in there?
Or you get a pillow.
You get a pillow, just a white pillow. My battery's blinking, so if I have to switch my battery, I will, and then we'll come back.
Socks.
A pair of socks, which I brought a pair of socks. Earplugs and pens. Oh, that's nice. Pens.
I guess they're pens.
Well, I don't know if that's pens or not, because they don't give you paper, do they? Yeah, that's an ink pen. Do they give you paper to write on?
Oh, this one's sealed.
Huh. I don't know why they give you pens, because you don't have paper. So that's what they give you? So I've got a pair of socks. Oh, that's nice. An eye mask. So I have a pair of socks that I'm going to put on. Do you remember what they're called, Kevin? They're compression socks. I'm going to put on compression socks because we're going to be in here for like 8 or 9 hours. And so last time I needed them when we got back. I had like a...
Severe pain.
Yeah, I had... So they offer you Prosecco or orange juice, and Kevin and I both chose some orange juice because we haven't had anything to drink in a little while. So since that Coke Zero, so we wanted some orange juice. But whatever they give us to eat or drink or whatever, you know that I'll show you. And here's a view of the plane again. So I changed my battery. It cut me off a while ago. I put my compression socks on, which are totally sexy compression socks. I don't know. We have a light above us. I don't know if you all are going to be able to see anything. Hello, you. Let's see. Let's eat starters. They have a, hold on, Greek salad, which is vegan and gluten-free. They have a main meal. Vietnamese caramelized pork, Italian chicken stew, spinach cannelloni pudding. They have red velvet hazelnut pudding.
That's good. Wakey wakey, before we land, we get to enjoy breakfast. And then they have drinks. They got drinks.
Drinks. They don't tell how much they cost though, do they?
No, they don't want you to know that.
Yeah, they don't tell how much they cost. They're $20 a piece. No, I'm kidding. I don't know how much they are. So what are you thinking about getting? Whenever
spinach.
No, we're not going to get spinach. Whenever it's starting to get dark out now, whenever we get our food, I'll show you whatever, I'll show you what we get, so you won't miss anything. The first thing they gave us is some pretzels. We've had these before. They're really, really good. They're the Penn State pretzels, sour cream and chive. They're wonderful. I could eat like a whole bag of these. Yes, they're very strong, and you could get a drink if you wanted like a alcoholic beverage, but Kevin and I both just got a Diet Coke with some ice, and we're gonna eat our pretzels. Oh, and I picked out, the show that I picked out to watch is called Mrs. Wilson, and it has the lady from The Affair in it, and it has a guy from Game of Thrones. I can't remember his character name right now, but a redheaded guy from Game of Thrones. Not the big redheaded guy, not the scruffy one, but anyway. And what did you pick out to watch? Oh, the Harry Potter,
Wall thing.
yeah, whatever that's called. So Kevin's watching a movie. Does it say the name of it? Nope. This is the guy that's in it from Game of Thrones. It's the guy that was on Daenerys. He was with her, with Daenerys. So I chose the pork meal. And this is like a, is it a red velvet cake? Kevin's gonna look at the menu again. It's a red velvet hazelnut pudding. And I got the Vietnamese caramel pork. It's tender pork in a fragrant sauce served with coconut and black sesame rice and braised vegetables. So you get a salad and you get a roll. You get some salt and pepper. This is vinaigrette dressing for the salad. A water. They offered wine, but I'm sure it costs money. Oh, there's cheese. Yeah, there's some white cheddar cheese, Wisconsin white cheddar cheese, crackers. You get butter. Yeah, Wisconsin. And then this is the Vietnamese caramelized pork in here. Let's see. I can see what it looks like real quick. Sure. Kevin's gonna hold my camera for me. That looks really good. And then here's the salad. It smells good. So here's the first class seats. No, these are the seats that we don't usually get to see. So I wanted to show them to you. Yeah, this is how they look. Yeah, you get to sit in your own little cubby with your TV in first class. These probably cost how much compared to what we... $800 more a ticket, Kevin thinks. We're in the United Kingdom. Yay, 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 yay. Happy day. Now we have to go get our luggage and go through customs and all that. Yeah, Kevin loves this part. So I try to show you how much walking you have to do, and we've already walked quite a distance from the plane, and we're still walking. And I mean, it doesn't bother me because I like to walk, but if you don't like to walk, or if you're not able to walk, then you might have trouble with this because it is a longer distance. So now we're going down to the part where they look at your passport, and I don't think I'm allowed to film down there, or at least, huh?